Okay, so check it. I'm back with another video. Mr. Duplex, aka Mr. Credit Guru, aka just here to give you a mixture of both. That way you can take one, leverage it with the other, quit your day job, whatever it is that your end goal that you got in mind is what I'm trying to teach you. Credit, real estate, all the forms of financial investments and game that I can possibly give you. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, it's no secret. We all know what type of rough economic times we living in today's day and age right now. We living in a pandemic, economic crisis, a war. Food prices is through the roof, ridiculous. Gas prices, same thing, they through the roof. Fraud is at an all-time high. It don't even matter though. With credit, whole different story though when you're dealing with your debit card. That's your actual cash. So let me give you an example. With a credit card, I can swipe it all day. I may get a report or alert, making sure that it's me who's actually doing it. With your debit card, same thing. But the difference is when you lose it and you freeze that card, your debit card may take a while to come or to dispute them transactions or, the fraud report altogether. But with your credit card, that's pretty much their money. So they gonna get to the bottom of it quick, fast, send you another card, you'll be right back to spending in no time. And that's just a short example of, fraud being at an all-time high. But my main point of what I'm trying to get across is none of this inflation, deflation, all of that, it don't even matter because once again, you dealing with OPM, which we all should know what that is. But for those that don't, that's other people's money rather than your own dollar losing value. You'll rather the market crash and anything lose value that's not your own. That being said, so what do this have to do with credit is what most of you probably asking yourself. Why credit? What's the big deal, y'all probably asking? Well, for one, when you're dealing with credit, you're not as stressed about nothing when it's not your money. Once again, credit allows you to start businesses, do trial and error without using your own money or going broke in the process if that business just so happen to fail and don't work out for you. Another thing you can do with credit is purchase all the materials, equipment, products, software, marketing, advertisement, pretty much anything that you can think of, you can purchase with credit and start the business, or even if it's just for your own personal sake. What this does is it also helps you separate your passion from business. How many people out there have started a business just to find out later on down the line they ain't even what you like doing? I'm pretty sure quite a few of y'all. So what credit does is it allows you to find out if some things you can love to do as a passion or a hobby, but not necessarily as a business. Now on the personal side, if you love shopping, I can show you plenty of tricks with credit where you can just go in the mall and go crazy while getting reward points for it, all at the expense of somebody else's dollar if that's your thing. So another thing about credit is how many of you out there have been told by one person or another, call me if you ever need something, and then you finally make that call, right? And they don't even got it. Or let's just say they never intended on giving it to you to begin with. It just sounded good while y'all was talking. Well, that's where credit comes in at. One thing about the banks, lenders, creditors, whatever you want to call them, they got unlimited money, aka OPM, which is other people's money, including even yours. So why not flip that scenario and do exactly as the banks do and play the same game using other people's money? That's pretty much all credit is, man. I already discussed why credit is important. You can fund business, take care of expenses and all that, but have you ever thought about it in terms of a tax return? Like, okay, a lot of people is hyped when tax season roll around, file their taxes early and pretty much be broke by March or April. Well, with credit, you can pretty much make tax time all year round. When you get 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50K, one click of a button as long as you're approved for it. Some of the amounts that you can get in credit, man, you can't borrow from nobody in your family, friends, or nobody. I don't care how good your street credit is, how good your family credit being good, or none of that. Like, credit allows you to do what you typically can't do on a day-to-day basis with cash. There's literally nothing out here that you can't buy with cash, that you can buy with cash, that you can't buy with credit. I don't care what that is. Only thing that comes to mind is you can't pay your mortgage payment with it. But I can teach you a way around that too, so that's no biggie. And this method is a credit to cash, which is not what this video about, but that's one of the things I can offer you. And I know what a lot of people may be thinking, so let me just get into that. I'm not saying none of this to brag and boast, because you can do it too. And this didn't just happen overnight for me. This was a long process, but I know it would be well worth it in the end, because for one, I don't like working for nobody. For two, I love freedom over cash. And when you got the freedom and the cash both, that's the perfect combination. And I'm gonna just give you an example. I'm not making these YouTube videos for y'all. I'm either dealing with real estate, working out at the gym, reading something, playing with my kids, and just enjoying life in general, writing books, learning new crafts, or just new investments in general, or either traveling now that I'm able to. And if you've been following me, you pretty much know what I mean by now that I'm able to. Or helping somebody else establishing their business credit, whether that be personal or business credit. So I'll be pretty much busy, but then there's times I can just enjoy life, kick back and relax and enjoy the fruits of all my labor. So like I said, once again, don't take nothing from this video as me boasting or bragging or none of that. It's more so to show you the benefits of what credit can do, and that it's actually possible to even live off credit and credit alone. And ask me how? I know, because I'm a living example of it. I literally walk, talk, breathe this stuff. I can literally chill with my daughter all day, manage my affairs properly, and let everything else autopilot itself, literally. From the real estate investments to the credit or cash that I use to purchase them investments, on to the whole nine. So, and when I speak on credit, starting businesses, or helping you with any existing business, I'm talking about literally this works for any, whatever line of business that you're in, whether that's trucking, real estate, breeding dogs. That's been real popular here lately. The hair industry, I mean, you name it. You can pretty much take care of any expenses or purchases that you need to without using your own cash to do it. Okay, so here's the $1 million question. What about those that don't have these high limits or don't have no credit at all? What can you do, whether that be personal or business credit? One of those things that I can suggest is purchasing a trade line. What this does is it helps you when you making any type of big purchases, whether that be a mortgages, you trying to finance a vehicle, it'll give you the lowest interest rates you would possibly pay for any vehicle if zero down off the lot. It also allow you to apply for a credit line if you don't already have one by piggybacking off somebody else's with good credit, which is give you an automatic approval in most cases. And whatever the situation is that don't allow you to be approved, you then know what to go back and add to the trade line, if that makes sense to those. And for those that don't know what a trade line is, like I said, just pretty much piggybacking off somebody who already have established credit and pay on time, they're responsible. It just helps you get your foot in the door. And if you don't know where to purchase a trade line, you can purchase one from me personally, or I can offer different sites that you can go on to purchase, but I wouldn't trust everybody with purchasing a trade line. You can definitely get yourself in the jam. But all the credentials that I'm showing throughout this video is just to help you show that I have the receipts, I should have the proof of me helping multiple people get over 100K in business credit or personal credit combined. And we can set up a consultation call, video chat, however you want to do it, so I can see where you at, and then we'll go from there. So like I said, follow me on all platforms, DM me on Instagram, inbox me at the Life Agree email. I'm gonna leave all the links in the description below, as well as on this video. Hopefully you've got some informational hopefully you've got good information from this video, and stay tuned to the next. Peace.